So what we got here is the remnants of 25 bottles, water bottles of sap that was boiled off. There's 2 inches of liquid in each of those trays, which makes up about 15 liters. So 25 bottles of maple syrup or sap will make about 15 liters of syrup. So this is pretty much syrup right here. So I'm going to drain this off into a smaller pot so I can boil it over pot so I can control the boil a little bit better. So I'm just going to pour this off into the pot. I'm not going to strain it now because it's going to be, once it boils, it gets to syrup, it's going to go through the filter system there, so it'll filter out any fine particles that's not supposed to be in it. So I'm just going to do that right now. So just pull the trays out. They're cooled down. It's been cooled down here all night. So I hear a flock of geese going over top. You got to be really careful with this because this is concentrated, very concentrated liquid. Pretty much looks like syrup there now. I don't know if I want to have enough to... When I put the tray back in, I'm going to switch the... No, I'm going to leave the trays like that. I don't know about adding the second one now. It might overflow. Quite a bit of liquid there. Okay, I just decided I'm going to pour it into, and then I can just manage the... I can start a new boil here on the evaporator and start a new boil here, and then I can deal with that other stuff while this stuff's boiling. Just like gold, just black gold. Now if I leave a little bit in here, it'll go into the next boil. So basically, there we go. We got almost 16-liter pot full of it's pretty much syrup right now. I'm just going to boil a little bit more and then put it through the filter system and then bottle it. And we're going to start another boil here, fresh boil from, I think there's 17 bottles left. So start that one and I'll go gather more sap tomorrow. So here we are. We're all loaded up again to start a new boil. The trays are full. The reason the front ones are a little dirtier is because there was a little bit of sap in there, a little bit of syrup in there when I poured the water in. So 3 full trays is about 2.5 water bottles. And so you can see down here, the fire is built up nice. A few runners along the sides, lots of paper in the middle, kindling, and the dryer wood on the top. It should go fairly quickly here once I light it. Paper all the way in, about 1.5 feet in, so lift it up, let a little bit more oxygen underneath to get the paper and that going. Give it about 15 to 20 minutes, and the boil will be back on again. Back to the same old process. So I've got this stuff on the ground here that I'm going to process here soon. I'm going to take it in and either put it on the stove or put it on a small propane burner that I have, and do it on that. So going pretty good now. Probably see the trays underneath there. This is April 2nd. Actually homesick from work. Everybody's got the stomach flu. So we'll try to get this boiled off today. Not feeling very good, but get some stuff boiled off. Well, we're back to a good steady boil here. We only have just got it going here this morning. Brand new batch, and it's going pretty good now. I'll let these boil till they go down about 2 or 3 inches, and then add the back tray to the 2 front trays so they continue to boil, and then add the cold sap to the back tray to warm up. So the 2 front ones are always boiling. So we average 19 to 20 liters per hour evaporating the water, so it's pretty efficient. We built it ourselves, nothing fancy here, just you see what you see here. Big steel box with 3 trays on the top, and evaporates quite nicely. It's all wood fired. You can see the pile of wood I have here. Just I've been clearing trees in the property here over the last few years. There was about 2 cord here cut and split, so for that first boil we went through 1 rack pretty much, so we could do probably 6 batches here with all the wood that we have. So those blue barrels, those are all set up for next year. I got them new this year. They had chlorine in them, so I want to flush them really well before I use them for the next time I do maple syrup. And basically what that's going to be, when I come home with the water bottles, all those, I'll be able to drop them into those and then have a hose off of that straight into the evaporator. So but I'd rather flush them out well this summer, and that would free up 9 bottles will fit in each, so it frees up 18 bottles of water or sap. So that's the reason for those blue 45-gallon drums. So little by little every year it gets a little more efficient, and a little more knowledge of how much sap's coming out of the trees is also a good thing to know. So anyway, the boil's still on. I'm gonna go back and work on the syrup we already have, and make sure I get it to the right temperature, and then start to bottle it. So we have this going here now, and this will be the first pot. Make sure I get it on there nice and straight. It's got about I don't know, maybe 12 liters in there now, 11 or 12, and the rest is it in the second pot over there. And we'll get this up to temperature, and get the digital thermometer in there. When it reaches a certain temperature, it's maple syrup. So then we'll start to bottle it. So we'll just let this get ready to boil, and go from there. Test video to see if it's pointing to my hands. Test. Test video to see if it's pointing directly to the boiling pan. Test.